This is a tiny tutorial about finding the underground hidden ley line stations in the caves as of closed beta February 8th. And hopefully this will work. The ability to do this and the credit goes entirely to Foofygirl, my fabulous guildmate, and a very, very funny person. She's got one of the best sense of humor ever. I will link below this video to her Twitter account because she is a Twitch streamer. I recommend you check out her Twitch stream. She's quite fun. And she very often goes through and does this. So you can learn more about this technique from her. She probably can describe it better than me. I just wanted to make a shorter version so people could learn this and find it on YouTube easily. So I will also link somewhere below the video or in the comments a very important post that she made that describes the waypoints that you need in order to figure out where to go drilling into the ground. You will need a pulverizer of some kind. I've got the calibrated rock grinder. Let me pull that up. That's this big drill thing. You can make a pulverizer at a forge. You also absolutely positively have to have, and I would have this anyway as soon as possible in the game, you need a grappling hook. And that's because of the drop-offs that you're going to encounter. So those are your essential gear pieces that you're going to take with you. Ooh, strange lag. Getting strange lag spikes today. Alright, so let me show you first the map. If my game will not crash. Yay, my game did not crash. And on the map here, you can see, maybe, if I'm not crashing still. Oh, lots of lag. Alright, you'll see, if I zoom out, where I'm at in relationship. This is the same location for the centralized ley line station, the spire, a lot of people call it, on the surface. So, when you look at Foofy's post, she will explain that you will find these stations in each of these corners approximately. So each of these corners of the map is going to have what's kind of a stack. They're not precisely stacked underneath or above one another, but kind of sorta as you go digging down. You will need to adjust the coordinates, and she explains how you're going to base it on the location of this first. You're going to look up the coordinates that she gives you. If it's pretty much at the center, you have one set of coordinates. As you go down deeper, sometimes you'll notice, because you're going to need to stop, sometimes this will shift a little to the side. If it shifts over the side, you're going to adjust your coordinates just a little bit. Just a little bit. And she's got that listed on there too. You're going to make a waypoint. What I did is I made a waypoint using control and left click. That's what all these dots are here. Run to the location. You can also cancel it by hitting control and left clicking. And then every so often, so that you don't get off course, you type /loc. Oops. I collapsed that too much. And that's going to give you your location. So I think the coordinates I started out with, oh, I'm slightly off because my hole closed. I had to re-drill a spot to show you the drop-off. But I think it was 2200 north-south and then east-west are the two coordinates you look at. So these are the two main ones you want to look at. The middle one is your depth. So you'll start to figure out, it'll show on your screen when you've entered tier 1, 2, and 3 that you're getting pretty close. So check your spire by opening the map, make sure you're still on track, and just type loc frequently so that you keep getting the location so you don't get off course. When you are drilling, I find it easiest if I'm drilling straight down at the back, like the shoulder area of my character, to keep going straight down so I don't get off course. The reason I drilled this out first is it's very important that you stop when you transition from the regular generic plain dirt as you're drilling down, that's in between each layer, and once you start to see the standard materials that are associated with caves. So in this case, I'm at tier 3, so I start seeing the ice and the stone. I had better slow down, and I usually drill in front of myself a little, stop, drill in front of myself a little, and then kind of feel my way around it until you make a hole through. The reason you want to do that, and I'm going to drill a little bit, is that's a huge drop off. So you could really break through and instantly fall to your death, and that defeats the whole purpose of finding the ley line station. You'll know you're close because you can kind of see the glowing crystal with the little sparklies coming up. So I'm going to use my grappling hook. Q to fire the grappling hook. There is the ley line crystal. There are sometimes monsters around it, so beware of that. You will not actually learn the station until you go over and you click on it. So let me use my grappling hook to go down here again. You would run up, you click on it. In this case, it opens the map because I've already learned it. Let me make sure I don't get eaten by this abomination. Okay. Let me use my grappling hook to get out of his reach. So what happens is once you learn the ley line station, it's going to give you this icon, just the little glowy bit. And then the next time when I'm on the surface, on this island only, when I'm on the surface, if I click that surface level spire stone, I will have this option now to travel here. So not only can I go just underground in the area of this, but this one will show up as well. When you're going to the underground locations, there is a cost to travel when you're going off of the main spire. So I'm not sure they just did a patch. It might take portal shards, which is a crafted thing. You can find it at the Tinker's Workshop under utility. It might take that. Last I knew, though, it took ether shards, which are something that you get from killing monsters and or to do it the fast way. Look for my video on getting them quickly and easily on the surface by mining ancient earth. So the value, though, of this is I find more often than not, I run into the larger caverns a lot more frequently when I'm off of this main station. So if I go into any of these corners of the maps, I seem to find the really nice big tier 5 caves. Those tend to have better loot. Those tend to have more monsters. And also the player ruins are in the layer 5, so you can find some cool ruins. I think that covers this tiny tutorial. Look for the link for Foofygirl / BabyCannon is her Twitter name, so I will link that. Check out her stream. She is awesome and funny. And I hope this helps you. Thanks for listening, and I'm sure I'll talk to you soon.